Good afternoon, Innovation Nation, and welcome to another Pokemon news video. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and get right to it because Game Freak responded. I guess you'll understand why I'm saying I guess in a second, because they did respond finally recently to all the Dexit craziness that's happening on the Pokemon Reddit and then on the internet in general. The fan base is split. Some people are angry, some people are okay. Not too many people are happy. But some people are at a nice in between. That's kind of like where I am. I'm a little upset. Okay, Pokemon are getting cut. I won't be able to play with every Pokemon. Whatever. And the other half of me is like, okay, I hope that this can fix a lot of the problems. I trust Game Freak. I hope Game Freak will do what they do, and hopefully I will enjoy the final product. I'm not the kind of person to like to jump to conclusions. So I'm not formulating a super duper opinion on it, but I love reading other people's opinions because they help me formulate opinion. Now, this video is going to be about the article that was released 20 hours ago, and damn, I'm a little late to the party, bud. And I'm gonna go ahead and read it and then talk about what my impressions on it are. Masuda says, "What I learned." Oh, I'm adding in words already. What I always come back to working on the original Red and Green games is Venusaur. That kind of evolution chain represented what we wanted to do with Pokemon, creating these creatures that look like something you've never seen before, but with elements of the things that you have seen. Okay, interesting. For me, and then Ohmori says, for me, it's actually Caterpie. The reason for that is, in real life, you have bugs that will evolve. If you're raising a dog, my cat wants me to open the door. If you're raising a dog, it's not going to change his appearance. It's not going to change his appearance. In the Pokemon games, one of the reasons that we always have bug-type Pokemon in the early parts of the game is because it's something that is familiar to the player. Because everyone's playing with bugs that they can believe that would evolve. Okay. So, all in all, this interview with Kotaku, it's trying to say that both the trainers and the Pokemon need to evolve. Like, I guess they're saying that this game is a way of that evolution coming to fruition, and that not everything stays the same forever, and maybe that's their response to the whole removing Pokemon from the game. That's just my interpretation of it. Let's read what the article says. Earlier today, Kotaku published a new interview with Pokemon Sword and Shield directors Junichi Masuda and Shigeru Ohmori, where they shared more insight into Game Freak's philosophies behind the production of the new titles. During this interview, Masuda and Ohmori talked about the training and evolving aspect of Pokemon, which they hope to build upon with Pokemon Sword and Shield's focus being the greatest and strongest. Okay, I don't know if they're referring to the game or referring to the person or the character. According to Masuda and Ohmori, the theme of training, evolving, and becoming stronger doesn't apply just to Pokemon, but to the Pokemon trainers, the player's journey too. Interesting. Now, I don't even like reading this, and people are saying this is a response to the Dexit thing by saying, I don't know, grow up or something. I doubt that, because I think that's just them referring to what the game theme is. Now, overall, my opinion on it is, it's their game, it's their product. If we like it, we buy it. If we don't like it, we don't buy it. Like, that's like my opinion of any video game, right? It's not our game, it's their game. And if we have a problem with it, we don't purchase it. Move along with our lives. But it's like, I guess the Pokemon fan base is so committed and so well molded to the point where if it's not something they don't like, they're almost offended. Like, it's a personal attack on them that something isn't exactly how they want it to be. But I don't know. Like I said, my opinion, not my game. So let's read some of the comments about what is going on and respond to them. So it'll be exactly the same as all the games before it. I mean, if you transfer your Pokemon from the last played gen, you can't control them because you are not strong enough yet. You're always a weak trainer at the start, even if you played since Gen 1. To be honest, I don't even know what that's referring to. What does playing through the game have anything to do with what that article was talking about? Well, what does transferring Pokemon and not being able to control them have anything... Here, that's not even close to, remotely close to what was... There it is. Okay, let's move along. Rich, that company who has played it safe for 20 years is referring to gameplay and content removal as growing and evolving. If a Pokemon game evolves into a shittier, less comprehensive Pokemon game, maybe the best thing to do is keep it from evolving, or better yet, don't catch the game in the first place. This goes back to what I was saying. Okay, a Pokemon game that's been playing it safe for 20 years is now getting the help of a new director in order to create the game. Obviously, the new director is going to have a high influence and is not going to want it to be the same game for 20 years. Now, this is for 20 more years. So this is always something interesting, because for when people said that this would be like Masuda's last title, like last Pokemon title, they were going nuts. They're like, you know, great job, Masuda, but it's about time that Pokemon gets a little bit of a twist. It's about time that Pokemon has something different happen. And now that different things are happening, people are shitting their pants. It's like, what do you guys want? That's just my opinion. Trash article, okay, I can't really talk about that. Gotta catch them all. Am I right? Okay, that's just BM. I can't really talk about that. So why is Dexit helping me get stronger as a player? By forcing you to use something other than the same small handful of favorites you've already been using dozens of Hall of Fame teams. Okay, this is back to what I don't understand. Like, this argument. Like, people could play the game however the fuck they want. Like, that's not a good argument. Like, that's not a good argument to say that people that are against Dexit are wrong. Like, I don't like that argument. Selling games to force people to play a certain way rather than letting them do what they enjoy. What a good vision for a game. ORCS. Now, this I completely disagree with. You are not forced to buy this game. So you are not forcing people to play certain ways. No one is putting a gun to your head and saying, play this game or you die. Like, these developers are allowed to create whatever game they so please. If we disagree with that, then we don't buy it. That's our way of disagreeing with it. So this is just pieces of trash. So I really hate reading all the whining community, but seeing the term Dexit makes it work. Okay, this guy likes the word Dexit. Absurd logic considering the Dex cut. You aim the trainer to evolve with Pokemon, yet you only let the trainer play with less Pokemon than there has been. Okay, I'm just gonna stop there. First of all, way less could be an understatement, because we already have 200 plus in the game, which is more than usual for regional Dexes. Like, that's around the same as regional Dexes has been in the past, and there's probably definitely going to be more, because almost none of the new Pokemon were revealed, and a bunch of the old Pokemon weren't revealed yet. We only see 2 trainers in E3, so already disagree with that first statement. Like, you're probably gonna get around like 600 Pokemon. That'd be my guess for this game, which is a lot of fucking Pokemon. Like, you can play with 600. It's not evolution. You just like Here's the logic that I don't understand. In Gen 5, it was fine. You had around 600 Pokemon. Like, in Gen 4, it was fine. You had, you know, around 500 Pokemon, or 350 or something. Or 450 or something. In Gen 3, you had, okay, 350-ish. Gen 2, it was fine. Gen 1, you had 150. Why do you need 1,000 now? Like, why is there a necessity to have 1,000? Like, that's, like, your ability to play the game is not directly correlated to the amount of Pokemon that are in the game. It's evolution. You just make people follow similar path. The variety and its possibilities part is minimized. What was this article? Damage control? I mean, this article does... I agree with that last statement. This article does kind of seem like damage control. It kind of just seems like... okay, at least Game Freak said something. Like, but, I'm sorry, I hit the table. It does actually feel like damage control. What was the rest of his statement? It's not evolution, you just make people follow similar path. Pokemon has been a linear RPG for the last 20 years, dude. Like, get with the program. The variety and its possibilities part is minimalized. It's not minimalized. There's still new Pokemon. Like, the thing is, like, will anyone notice 1 out of 600 versus 1 out of 1,000? Like, they're both just 2 small numbers, right? The difference is, I don't know. I honestly don't even know what he's trying to say with that, but whatever. But that's just my take on it. I guess I just wanted to talk about it because it's here and it's interesting and I like it. I like talking about things like this. What do you guys think Masuda and Ohmori are trying to say? I already like gave you guys a little snippet of what I think they were trying to say, but it's kind of confusing because they seem very vague on what they're trying to say. They didn't mention the Dexit thing at all. They were just kind of saying, yeah, we got to change somehow eventually. We can't do this forever. I mean, I understand. With that said, I'm Ovation. Hope they did enjoy. Please let me know your opinions down below in the comment section, and peace out.